The frustration for me in working with supply issues, particularly as you mentioned with states around the country, is that we had an administration that basically said every state you're on your own, go out there and fight for what you can get. And we had a situation where governors literally had to compete and try to outbid each other for the supplies that were out there, when the role of the federal government should be coordinating that. And that's what FEMA traditionally does. If you have a hurricane that hits a region of the country, FEMA uses its purchasing power, the checkbook, to buy resources necessary to get through the crisis and to get people back up on their feet. And you do it in a coordinated regional way. That same concept should have applied nationally. The difference being we had a hurricane that now swept across the entire country, and we had to have a national approach for that and understand, particularly at the very beginning of it, when we had just a few hotspots that were taking a tremendous toll in terms of the disease spreading and deaths, that you really have to treat that as like a triage situation in a hospital where you have limited resources and a lot of patients coming in, and you have to determine those who are the sickest to get the help first, and those you can help survive. We were in that situation, and yet we didn't see the national response coming from the administration necessary to do that, which caused a lot of confusion, caused a lot of problems. And even now, I would certainly think that we should have a more coordinated response when it comes to testing supplies, for example, as the need for these supplies actually are increasing as we're opening the economy. We need to make sure everybody has access to personal protection equipment, that people feel safe going out. In addition to opening up a business, you also have to make sure your customers feel safe to actually go to that business, or the business can't survive. So we've got to deal with that public health aspect, and that includes testing to make sure we know who's sick and who's not, and people have the peace of mind to know they're not sick and they can go to work. All of those factors require a coordinated national response when you're dealing with a crisis of the magnitude that we're facing right now.